here that they know that we're thinking about them. Real quick before we get started, just the cadence of this thing, not having talked to you guys yesterday, I want to just send our thoughts and prayers to the
Hey,
league,
everybody. Welcome to the
league office.
CSM365 Breakdown
Been in that
Podcast. I'm
building.
here with Jay's Perspective.
I've got a lot of friends in that
Just happened to
building.
catch my boy
and
Mike
so
Vrabel's
I
press
just want to make
conference.
sure that on
I had to
behalf
share
of
this with y'all.
our
Y'all
football
know what
team, our
it is.
players, our
It
staff,
is
everybody here,
training camp.
that they know that we're thinking about them.
CSM
Real quick before we get started, just the cadence of
Patriots
this thing, not
Blitz.
having talked to you guys yesterday, I want to just send our
He's on.
thoughts and prayers to the
Thoughts and
league,
prayers also out
to
to
the league
those who lost
office.
their
Been
family
in that
members
building.
and
I've
those
got a lot of
affected
friends
by
in that
that
building, and so I just want to make sure that on behalf of
foolishness.
our football team, our players, our staff, everybody here, that they know that we're thinking about them. Real quick before we get started, just the cadence of this thing, not having talked to you guys yesterday, I want to just send our thoughts and prayers to the league office. Been in that building. I've got a lot of friends in that building, and so I just want to make sure that on behalf of
No, I'm sorry. Oh, mic is muted. Oh no, I thought I just unmuted my mic, guys. Well, look, there's the mic break
Okay. Hey, Karen, real quick before we
conference.
get started,
Sorry,
just the
I
cadence of this
had
thing, not having
the
talked to you guys
beginning,
yesterday, I want to just send our
but we got
thoughts
it
and
again.
prayers
So
to the
share
league,
this with y'all.
to the league office.
Welcome to the
Been in that building.
CSM365 Breakdown
I've got a
Podcast.
lot
This
of friends in
is
that building, and so
Patriots
I
Blitz.
just want to make sure that on behalf of our football team, our players,
Jay's
our staff,
perspective.
everybody here, that they know that we're thinking about them. What do you got?
We're 6 practices in. I'm curious, what have you seen that's pleased you the most? And conversely, what have you seen that's kind of caused a little consternation?
Listen, it's like when Carter, my son, texts me every day back in Nashville, how was practice? And I say every day, some good, some bad. And it's you just have to keep with the process. You have to keep getting guys that you feel like. I feel like some guys are improving. I do. That would be the positive thing. But you have to put all this thing together. A receiver wins, and the quarterback doesn't have time, or the defense maybe gives up a few plays, but then kind of comes back and responds. I think those are the things that we're looking for, is making sure that, and I think to our players' credit and our coaches' credit, you've seen them fix mistakes with the way that practice is structured. There's time that if something happens that maybe they need to make an adjustment with something that the defense did, that's probably going to come back and repeat itself in practice, that they've been able to do that, and they go over to the side, say, hey, let's run it this way, or the defense makes an adjustment in a coverage, or maybe how they're going to set the front. So those are things that are happening. I appreciate that we're trying to practice the way that we're going to try to play, and that we need to continue to improve and focus on these fundamentals, and I think that's what's going to get us through here on a long road of the season.
Mike, we haven't seen you since Christian Gonzalez went down the other day. Any updates on him and where he is?
No updates. I mean, I wouldn't expect him here this week, and just like everybody else, I know he's working extremely hard to get back and focus on what he can do as opposed to what he can't. But I wouldn't expect to see him this week.
A few days ago, you described Mike a day off for Carlton Davis as maintenance. Is that still the case with him? Would you still call it that?
There's a plan. I mean, I think it's just making sure that he's ready to go. It's a long season, veteran player. There'll be guys that have different plans, like I said, whether that be Morgan or maybe Harold today. It really just trying to put this thing all together and make sure that everybody that needs to get to work for an evaluation purposes, a lot of different reasons. Sometimes it is health related, but also I felt like Harold won't be out there, or Morgan may come out for individual, or some players may come out for team. Try to just give everybody what they need for the season.
Mike, what have you seen from Jalen Polk since he returned from the injury?
Well, again, a player that worked extremely hard to get back and to be ready to go. And I feel like just my first year with Jim and his staff and Frank and our return to play, and the way that we can do their rehab and then transfer over to Frank and his staff, and he knows how we practice and working on those skills and the drills that the coaches are going to have them do. So he worked extremely hard with those guys, to his credit. And then, I would say that there's been some positive things that he's done, since he's been back. So we focus on getting back as quickly as possible. I didn't see the mental errors, which sometimes occur when you are getting the installation but not able to go and rep it. So we'll see how today goes with Jalen and the rest of the guys.
Mike, a guy from Caden Wallace at left guard, and what was it about his skill set that led you guys to move him from tackle?
Well, big, strong, powerful kid, and just looking to put everybody in an opportunity for them to excel and a place to compete, which he's done. I would say that it's been headed in the right direction these last couple of days since we put pads on. I think he's gotten more comfortable. I think he's, everybody's going to make a mistake. But I think that there's been a lot of really positive plays, and then, continue to move forward.
Mike, you played as an offensive player, you were player style. So now as a coach, do you see this is the right opportunity for the players with such ability to establish themselves on both sides of the ball, or you'd rather wait and let it play out into the season?
I think we need to focus on the defensive players playing defense and the offensive players playing offense. And then if that kind of happens organically and we need somebody, or somebody stands out, you got any candidates? Okay. Marcus, we need Marcus to be an elite punt returner, and his ability to help the offense and be able to gain extra first downs. And so if he can do that, which he has, I think we'll start there. Marcus is, I really, he practices very hard, he's very instinctive, plays outside, plays inside. Really getting a nice feel for that position, asking him to blitz and the coverage and just all the different looks. So excited where he's at, and he could certainly be a candidate to play offense just because his skill set and the way that he moves.
We saw you with Joe Mazzulla.
Go ahead.
How would you describe your conversations with Joe Mazzulla, and what have you enjoyed?
Oh, Joe's fantastic. I mean, I appreciate him. Just from the time that I got here, reaching out. We probably are different personalities, and I think that's probably the thing I appreciate most about him. He's always trying to learn and gain knowledge, different ways about building a team, about strategy, about scheme, about inspiring players to do their job better. So I always love my conversations with him, and I'm excited that he could come out here with his son today. His son's a football player at Zavarian, outside linebacker.
Mike, we heard from a couple guys who were named off-season award winners, Pop and Tonga specifically. What went into the criteria for those?
I would say daily improvement, one, and there were a lot of really good candidates, and unfortunately guys have to miss for whatever reason, and they say, hey, I'm not going to be here, which is fine. It's voluntary, but I would say that being here for the program is a stipulation. Daily improvement, how hard, the intensity in which they work, the leadership in which they showed, and again, the improvement. That's the most important thing, is where they come in April, and then where they leave in June is probably a really good indicator as well.
Mike, Josh spoke yesterday about how Josh McDaniels wants the quarterback room to stress the defense with their athleticism, with their legs. We saw a couple quarterback run plays, or at least option to run. What is?
Are you reporting on plays from practice?
Well, no. I'm asking you.
No, you said you saw the type
No,
of play.
I did, but he was talking about
I know he was. I know he was.
Yep. Does Drake have to prove to you that he can handle some of that stuff, just in terms of like being smart about his body and putting himself at risk?
Yeah, I mean, we don't need to run over every player on defense, or nor should we try. It's critical that those plays are available to us, and we do a good job of picking and choosing the appropriate time. And then when they do have the football in their hands, they have to, one, be able to secure it and be able to protect themselves, and use the rules to their advantage. Being able to give themselves up is something that's critical. And I get that a lot of these young players, they feel like they're fearless, and that's great. But we just have to make sure that we're making great decisions.
We've seen a lot of big plays from DJ James. I'm just curious, like, how you think his camp is going and just what you've seen from him.
I would say that the group of players that I talked about when Karen asked me what I was, happy with. I'm not sure if I'm ever happy, Karen. But DJ is one of those players that's improved from the end of the spring until now. And he's taken advantage of some players that aren't there, so then he moves up a group or whatever that may be. And therefore, he's taken advantage of his opportunities, and he'll continue to earn more opportunities. But DJ is an improved player through the short time that we've been here.
How can a guy like Williams help you from, we see what we see, in the middle, but a guy like maybe Vince Wilfork, how much do they help everybody else around them because of what they do on a play-by-play basis?
Well, they're different players. They're different skill sets, different size, and so, Milt's going to be able to do things that maybe other interior players don't do, and use his speed and his quickness, and hopefully continue to disrupt, and then allow the linebackers to play off of them and play a certain style. It's important that the linebackers know who's in front of them, and that they get to know how they play certain blocks, and then have to know that a player changes, and they may play blocks a little differently. It's never going to be just one size fits all.
Mike, you mentioned the plan for Morgan Moses. Can you just describe what the expectation or plan is for him practicing the rest of the week?
I would anticipate him being out there today. After that, I'll keep you updated. That's it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Well, you heard it right there, folks. That's Mike Brave delivering his press conference today, Wednesday, July 30th, 7:30, 25, New England training camp. He's updating. And I'm interested to know what the Morgan Moses thing is going to be as well, guys. I want to know as well. But I wanted to stop by and just share with you with the Mike Braves press conference. Bring it to you and let you know where we were at with it. But it's kind of getting impressed by the press there, Mike. Seems like when they had a press conference, they wanted to know. But I'm glad he handled it the way he handled it. The defense do what defense do, the offense do what the offense do, and we have competent pieces and coaches in there to get this job done. So, with that being said, folks, this is the CSM365 Breakdown Podcast. I'm your host, Jace Perspective, and I'm going to need you to all stay tuned, stay clutch, and we'll be back with some more Clutch Sports Media News.